I'm going to show you how to use some items that you might have sitting around your house to make a Mancala game. Mancala is a very old game. Some people call it the oldest game. It has traditionally been played in lots of different cultures. Some people say it started with just people digging holes in the ground. So it's been around for centuries. So you just need an old egg carton, and what you're going to do is you're going to cut off the top, cut it in half, and then I just used a marker. You could use paints, you could try to make it really beautiful, but you know, some of us have more things around our houses than others right now, so just used a marker, and you want to make one side one color and one side of the top one color, one side another color, and one side of the top another color. I also covered up. I had some holes in the top of my egg carton. I covered that up because this will be a receptacle for our little manipulatives. And what you do is then you place the egg carton into the top like this. So you basically wind up having 6 little holes and 2 wells on each side. And then what you're going to need is you will need 48 little manipulatives. You could use marbles, you could use beads, you could use, as I've used in other videos, like little pieces of cereal. You could use dried beans. You could use little stones. That is what is traditionally used in Mancala, is little like smooth stones. So you could use any kinds of little manipulatives. And then we're going to play a very, very simple game of Mancala. So we have 4 manipulatives in each spot. There's my side, which is the purple side. There's Annie's side, which is the orange side. And then we're going to play the simplest version. There's a lot of different versions of Mancala, but we're going to play the simplest version. Annie, why don't you start?
Okay.
So you pick up a pool of the manipulatives, and then you go ahead and you put 1 in each one, and you put 1 in your own well. And if you end in your own well, you take another turn. And you just keep picking up the well that it ends in, and you keep moving down the line. In the beginning of the game of Mancala, this goes on for quite some time. You don't put 1 in your opponent's well, and you keep going until you end in an empty well. But like I said, at the beginning of Mancala, this can go on for quite some time. And there is a bit of strategy to it, because you can kind of plan which one you want to pick to keep your play going.
It's a little hard to get them out. Your manipulative.
Okay, so she ended in an empty one, so now it's my turn. And we keep going like this. Until one person's side is all the way empty. So we're really getting close to the end. Usually just one side ends up being done. but we might be. Okay, so one side is done. I'm also really close too, but that doesn't always happen that way. So we're gonna count up. Annie's gonna count her marbles, and I'm gonna count mine. I think I have a suspicion who's gonna win. Who's won?
Don't even burn.
What'd you get?
26.
22. Good game.